With great power comes great responsibility. I think that saying perfectly sums up this generation of people because we've been given immense power just by being able to go up on Google and learn any information that we want. In previous generations, if you want to learn a skill or learn anything in general, you need to find a book. If you could be lucky enough to find it at a library physically, you would have to know someone who knew the information or you would have to go to school. We don't need to do that now. Despite this, and this is immense power because learning is a pretext to all action, which action is a pretext to success. So we have everything we need to know to be successful. We have every tool we need. We have Google. We aren't limited by, well, I really want to learn the skill, but I couldn't find a book, I couldn't find someone who knew, and the school doesn't teach it, blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. No more limitations. It's so easy to learn skills now. Despite this, we are the saddest generation. Most depression. We are less successful. We are lazier. The gift we have been given has become our greatest blessing and our greatest curse. Because people, while it's easy to access good information, like my videos, it's also easy to access bad information and soul-sucking. No pun intended. Double meaning. And soul-sucking things. Explicit content. That's where the pun is. And degenerate stuff like, ooh, Fortnite, hey guys, I'm gonna do a Fortnite Let's Play, guys, woo, yay, yay, watch me play Fortnite, like that type of stuff, or TikTok, etc. And the segues pretty nicely into talking about the American dream. So, a lot of people put it in a reductionist method, say the American dream is dead. No, it's not. It has changed. The old American dream is dead. But the American dream now is different. It's what a lot of people don't realize. Just say the American dream is dead and leave it at that. That's not how you put it. The American dream, before, the old one, was the epitome of happiness. You work hard and you educate yourself. Work hard, educate yourself. Via the system. Very important that you realize that. Via the system. And then, get a nice wife, get a nice house, get nice kids, nice car. Live a good life. Yes, that dream specifically is dead. But it's been replaced. A lot of people don't realize it's been replaced. The dream is now, you work hard and you educate yourself. And you get a nice wife, you get a nice home, nice kids, and a nice car. Realize the difference. I said via the system the first time. I didn't mention the system the second time. The system that is still being ran is outdated. It's old. It doesn't work anymore. Because we have all these people who are getting their college degrees. Now, first of all, a lot of them don't even know why they're getting the degree, so they become unfulfilled at the end of the day. And second, a lot of people with degrees can't even get jobs because of how the market is right now. A lot of people can't get jobs, even if they have a degree. So, the system is dead. The old system is dead. There's a new way of doing things. And that's by using this incredible tool we have now, which is the information superhighway that we have access to. And using that to learn skills, and then sell those skills to people. Learn skills that people can't live without. Skills businesses need. Skills people need. Things people need. We can learn skills that people need like that. And that's the dream now. You make money doing that, not by going to school, doing all this stuff. If you want to go to college, get a degree, and be happy, you can still be happy. I'm not saying that's completely and utterly impossible. But realize, for most people, this ends up being a fruitless venture because of what I just said. Plus, they get crushed, and even if they end up finding a job when they get a degree, the time in between, they just get completely crushed by inflation, by all of those things. They barely find work before the time they get their degree. So, the people who are happy and successful used to be very even. So, like I said, when you follow the system, everyone followed the system, so everyone was happy. Let's take a group of 10 people. And 10's a very small number, but let's use smaller numbers so it's easier to imagine in our heads. Say a group of 10 people. Those 10 people all followed the system. Those 10 people are all happy. Now let's got another group of 10 people. One of them is super successful. The other 9 are not happy. That's how it is now. Before, there was a lot more happiness between everybody. Now, it's more consolidated. The people at the top get the happiness. Okay, the people who ditch the system and do it their own way are the happy ones. This is a form of balance because your peak potential is a lot higher than it used to be. I mean, it was a lot harder to become a super famous person back then and make a bunch of money. It was very hard to make $1 million back then. Now, it's actually easier to make $1 million, but it's harder to get a middle class income that you'll be happy with. It's much harder to do that. It was much easier to do that before. It's much harder to do that now, but it's easier to get all the way up here. So now, instead of everyone being like this, it's like people up here and people down here. It's still balanced, but it's balanced in a different way. The people who get up here, like I said, are the people who ditch the system. The people who are down here are people who still try to follow the system. You must now be exceptional. Exceptional. But don't get discouraged with that, because when I say exceptional, I don't mean by genetics or gifts or even in work ethic or knowledge. To be exceptional because of how much of a loser the average person is. Because of how easy it is to access information. It's so easy to get up here compared to the average person. The average person is all the way down here. Like this is minimal effort. This right here. Okay, this is minimal effort. This is the average person, because the average person doesn't even try. The average person is a complete loser. They're all the way down here. If you just put in a little bit of effort, you'll be so much ahead of these people at the bottom, that you will become exceptional. Exceptional is a relative term. It's not a, oh, you reach here, now you're exceptional. No, it's a relative term to the average. So, and it's not that hard to be exceptional. Once you start doing the good habits, give it like a year, and you'll be exceptional. I became exceptional in a year. It wasn't that hard. It becomes second nature. It becomes your baseline once you put the habits into practice. Once you actually start and you actually try. It's very easy. So, you have a choice. This is a choice everyone's met with now. There's no excuses. No excuses at all. Will you be exceptional, or will you be a little loser at the bottom who can't afford his rent? Those are your two choices. If you're a little loser at the bottom who can't afford his rent, that's your fault.